Hi guys. Uh, Good evening, all of you. Hope all of you can hear me. Yes. Anyone, guys? Can you please confirm? Is I'm audible, guys?
Yes.
So,
Right. Okay. Right.
yes,
Great,
audible.
guys. Okay. Fine. So, guys, like yesterday, I've taken one a small demo session. It's only just an introduction. I didn't take in any much concepts also. I think some of you have attended the last session, and maybe some of you have didn't attended the last session. Guys, don't worry. You need not to worry about the last session. Our backend team is going to share you the recording video for that whatever the last session that has been happened. It's only just an introduction part, guys. I didn't started with any the main implementation. I didn't started with that. So I just given some idea. Like everyone is talking about what is generative AI. So first of all, what is generative AI? So I just started with some few points. Like I just asked it some one or two people has given some idea their own ideas about what is generative AI. And after that, I just made a little bit clear, just a little bit idea about what is generative AI. First of all, I said that what is AI. So as I said that AI is nothing but where the machines are going to mimic the human behaviors. That means just like the how the humans can do what the humans can perform the task, so those particular systems are going to take the decisions, guys. That is nothing but what we call it as AI. So in that I said that there are two types of which is going to be AI systems will be there. One is, as I said, that it is going to be something called as an discriminative AI, and the second one is going to be it is going to be a discriminative it's going to be a discriminative AI, and which is going to be the other one is going to be nothing but I said which is going to be a generative AI, guys. Okay, so what is discriminative AI is nothing but which will help you to take a decision, guys. As I said that which is going to be some example, it will helps you to decide to whom the loan should be given, to whom the loan should not be given. We'll discuss a little bit more details later, guys. What is discriminative AI? I'm going to tell you what a little bit more details in the later example. I said that. So it will help you to identify or it will help you to take a decision in a banking system. So the customer comes and takes a loan, applies for a loan, to whom the loan should be approved, to whom the loan should not be approved. Or for example, whenever a person gives some images, the facial images, it will help you to identify whether the person in the image is a male or a female it is going to be. We can talk about a lot of examples, guys. Discriminative AI means what generally we learn in machine learning, the deep learning concepts, classification, regressions. These are all going to be comes under a discriminative AI. What is generative AI, guys? Generative AI is nothing but where their machines will be there, the systems, it is not going to help you to take a decisions, guys. They will generate some kind of a some new content it will generate, guys. From the existing content, it is going to generate, say, which is going to be a kind of a new content it is going to generate, guys. So what it is going to generate, I just in the last class we have seen some example. It can generate some text, it can generate some images, it can generate some audio, it can generate some videos. So all these are going to be comes under something called as an a generative AI applications. So only that is the one thing what I discussed about that. Technically, I didn't started with any concepts also. I didn't started with any which is going to be the implementation also. I didn't started with anything. So many of the the major question here is for many of the people is, sir, what kind of applications we are going to do? So here also, guys, in our generative AI classes, what we are going to do, guys, we are going to create such kind of an AI machines which can perform, which can generate some kind of an content, some new content it can generate, guys. We will create such kind of an which is going to be such kind of an applications we are going to create it, guys. Okay, I'll tell you later. I'm going to tell you later all these applications, guys. So I think all of you have an idea about, obviously everyone using ChatGPT, guys, right? Everyone using the ChatGPT. So what is this ChatGPT application is what we are going to call it as, guys. A ChatGPT is nothing but what we are going to call it as it is a kind of an LLM models what we are going to call it as. They are called as an LLMs. This chat gpt or whatever the Google Copilot or sorry Google Gemini or which is going to be whatever we are using which is going to be Microsoft Copilot, there are nothing but what we call it as LLMs. So what is LLMs basically stands for, guys? we are going to call it as LLM basically stands for, which is going to be, they are nothing but what we call it as large language models. So these particular applications, so ChatGPT is nothing but comes under a concept called as an LLMs. So we are also going to do what we are going to do here, guys. Just like how the ChatGPT is working, we will also create some kind of an LLM models. We are going to create it, guys. Then the main question comes is, sir, when already then ChatGPT is their LLM, sir, why you have to create a particular LLM model for? What is the need of creating an LLM models? So what we are going to do, guys, see, generally you have an idea about that. For example, let us talk about some small application, guys. A small application. So let me open some banking websites. I will open it, guys. A banking website, I'm going to open it. So in this banking websites, so whenever you have any queries, we are having some kind of an chatbot application is there, guys. This is going to be a kind of an which is going to be a chatbot. Okay, we know that now, guys. It is going to be something called as a chatbot. So what is this chatbot here, guys? Whenever we ask some questions, it will answer it. But what type of questions it can answer, guys? It cannot answer all types of question. Any question they cannot answer it. Specifically, only for your business perspective, only it is going to ask. It is going to answer your questions. For example, if you go to the chat GPT and ask, for example, if you ask it, guys, so what it is going to do, it is going to answer your generalized questions. It is going to be ask you the general question, but it may not be able to answer which is going to be like, for example, something related to some kind of a business perspective. So I'm running a business, guys. So I want to provide some kind of an which is going to be some assistant, which is going to help my users and clients to answer any kind of a queries which are related to my business. It is going to be my business I want to create it, guys. So let us say that just like a chat GPT, come here and if I ask, so something like a chat GPT, if I ask like yesterday, generate an image which is of a 25 years, the Indian woman or Indian female with a smiling face, means this cannot generate it. So this is an a kind of an which is going to be an application which we call it as a chatbot actually. So actually the chatbot creation earlier it was different. Now it was different, guys. Now it has been completely changed. I'll show you both the old traditional the traditional way how we used to create a chatbots, but nowadays how the chatbots are getting created. So it is going to be, so what we are going to do, guys. So I'm going to use, for example, to create this particular chatbot, I'm going to use some kind of an which is going to be some GPT models. So how this chatbot is going to be created, guys? I don't write any code nowadays. So it is going to be, so whenever we said hi, see there, it is going to be answering the question, guys. It is answering a question. Hi, how can you help you today? But what it is going to answer? It cannot answer all the questions, guys. Generalized, if you ask anything, it won't ask it. It won't answer the question. So it is going to only answer the questions only related to that particular HDFC, the banking applications only it can understand. It can answer the question. You ask what is going to be the, let us say something like how to open an account. So, or else which is going to be, tell me something which is going to be what are the investment plans are there. So what are going to be the interest rates? So only those things it can answer it, guys. It cannot go there and if you ask something like n, which is going to be generate a Python code, for example, so can you tell me Python code for AI? Or if I ask directly go there and what is, if I ask what is generative AI, it cannot answer the question, guys. It cannot answer the question, isn't it? So I'm asking what is going to be Gen AI. So what it is answering, just let us verify this, guys. So if we can see that it is going to be nothing but it was unable to answer it. So it is very clearly saying that. So I'm glad you asked about something. It is saying that it's a digital platform by HDFC, which is going to be bank designed to offer a range of products. Something it is answering, it is not telling about what is generative AI. So what we are going to do, guys? So your generative AI is, sorry, your chat GPT is going to be nothing but, we all of you know that. A chat GPT is going to be nothing but it's a kind of an LLM model. So you go there and ask any kind of a question. So you know that it's created by using, maybe some of you may be knowing about that, guys. So internally, what is going to be the backend for this particular chat GPT, guys? There are some GPT models are there. There are some GPT models are there, guys, isn't it? So these are going to be some kind of a different types of GPTs. So many different types of GPT models are there, guys. Right now, what is going to be the latest version of GPT? I think you are hearing in the latest the latest which is in the news, it is GPT-5. Earlier, before the GPT-5, guys, we are going to use the GPT-4. So we are going to use a different types of GPT, the GPT model. The base GPT model will be there, but we are going to tune it according to our requirement, guys. So for which is going to helps you either for a business perspective or for any kind of an application. The base model will be there, but we are going to tune it according to our requirement. For example, I want to use my GPT model as a language translator. So I want to, which is going to be, even you can go to the chat GPT and ask it, which is going to be, can you convert, which is going to be, so translate, for example. So let us say that translate, for example, if I'm asking, so which is going to be some translates, just a minute. I can say which is going to be the translate the, which is going to be the text, the user input, for example. Translate the user input to which is going to be Hindi language. For example, I said Hindi. So whenever I say this, automatically what it is going to do is that it will try to convert it, guys. So I'm going to do that. So see that, of course, please provide the text you want me to translate into, which is going to be Hindi. So let us say that I said, what is your name? For example, guys. So it is going to say that it is going to convert that into which is going to be. So this is going to be a kind of an which is going to be LLM model, which can work in generic way. It can do anything. But for our requirements, see, these are going to be, there are some different types of GPT models are there. Just an example I'm telling about, guys. So what is this particular GPT models? There are different types of GPT models are there. So they can do only for a specific, that means they are designed only to perform a specific task. It is going to be gets performed here, guys. For example, if you see this is going to be basically user to which is going to be generate only presentations only it can do, guys. So this particular GPT model, this particular models is going to be basically used to, which is going to be some kind, the smart presentation maker is there. So downloadable and free, which is going to be PPTs, which we are going to generate it. So which is going to be start starting with that. For example, it is going to be start starting with this. For example, let us ask it. So let us say that translate, let us ask the same thing, guys. Translate the user input, which is going to be, let us say the user input to which is going to be, let us say that it is to input to which is going to be something like an German language. It is going to be, I'm saying that convert into which is going to be something like a German language. I'm asking to convert in, guys. So let us say that, let us see whether it is capable to do that or not. Okay, so it is going to be doing something, but so what it is unable to do that, what exactly it is going to be, so what it is doing that we cannot understand it. So specifically, see previously what happened, it is clearly asking, tell me what is your text, I will convert it. But here directly we got some kind of a text, we got it. So what it is going to be, so this is designed only to perform a particular task. Similarly, what is our main, which is going to be what exactly we are going to do, guys, as a generative AI, for example, a generative AI specialist. So what is our task is nothing but based on our business requirement or the business needs, we will create some kind of an which is going to be chatbots, which can create not only chatbots, guys, so many things we are going to create it. How to create it and all these things I'll tell you in the later classes. Right now you cannot understand it, guys, because it is completely new technology for many of you. You can't understand what is happening internally. So what we are going to use is, we are going to use this kind of and some kind of a models will be there, guys. We'll see what are the different types of models are there and how we are going to be gets working. I'll show you the application later, guys, don't worry. Okay, don't worry about this, guys. We have some kind of a different models will be there. So just open openai.com, guys. Just open the just log into openai.com. Directly you can connect with which is going to be some API platforms will be there. So directly we can connect with your Google account, guys. You don't require to create any accounts. Maximum all these you can create your, which is going to be, you can connect with your Google account itself. You don't require any, which is going to be separate accounts are not required. Just I'll show you. So what we are going to do is, we will get some kind of an GPT models into your system, into your local system, and we are going to make them to work as whatever you require. See, as I said that the latest models are going to be these, guys. So this is going to be GPT-5 is going to be there, guys. So the best model for coding and which is going to be the agentic task across domains. GPT-5 mini is going to be there, guys. And which is going to be GPT-5, which is going to be nano is also going to be there. See, this is going to be something like what we can do. You can do a lot of applications, guys. So read and which is going to be generate some kind of a text. Generate some images as which is going to be something called as an output. Isn't it? So you can see build some kind of an agentic applications what we can do that. So which is going to be tailored to use to your use cases. So what it is saying is tailor to your use case, whatever according to your particular business requirements, we can do that. So build some apps with audio. So user which is going to be some kind of a models which is going to be vision's capability, analyze the images in your applications. So you can use these particular models for any kind of an application, guys, for what is your task. Your chat GPT can do, guys, but whatever the purpose your requirement is going to be there. So get that particular model, do whatever you want to do, guys. So there are different types of models will be there, guys. See that these are going to be some kind of a different types of models, what we are going to use them. So the latest models are going to be GPT-5, as I already said that GPT-5 mini, GPT-5 nano, GPT 4.1. So for different models, what we can see, guys. So specialized models are going to be there. So these are going to be some kind of an which is going to be chat GPT models. So these are all kind of a which is different types of models what we are going to be working with that. So what is our main task here is which is going to be for what purpose you want to do. So only for that particular purpose only we are going to create such kind of an application, guys. So that kind of an some we are going to create some kind of an chatbot applications, some kind of an which is going to be some kind of an Q&A applications are going to be there. Mainly, the main important in our generative AI is going to be nothing but creating something called as an RAG applications are going to be important, guys. I'll tell you later what exactly this particular RAG applications are going to be nothing but is. So what is the RAG application here is, guys, in a simple way, I'll tell you. For example, let us have a chat GPT is there. For example, I'm working in a company. Just an example, guys. I'm working in a company. So how to apply for example, I recently joined in the company. Now I want to know how to apply which is going to be a leave in my company. So how to apply the leave in my company, guys. So there is some procedure will be there in my company. There is must be procedure must be there. So let us say that I'm asking a chat GPT how to apply, let us say leave, how to apply the leave in my company. For example, guys. So what it can do, guys? So the chat GPT does not knows in which company I'm working, and even that it does not knows that what is going to be the leave policy. So it is giving some generalized idea, guys. It is saying that it is generalized ideas. So it is going to be obviously check your company's leave policies first of all. Choose the type and date of a leave. Inform your manager or superior or supervisor. Submit for your which is going to be leave request. Wait for the approval. But what is the procedure in my company? In my company there is going to be some kind of an applications will be there, some kind of an app will be there. So using that particular app, login, and after that we have to connect it. So who is going to give that? ChatGPT cannot give that information. So what I'm going to do is, for my company, what I'm going to do is, there is going to be some documents related to the leave policies. Not only leave policies, a lot of policies will be there. So what I'm going to do is, I will load all these particular the documents, the PDF documents, etc., into my, which is going to be, I'm going to load it into my, I'll give it to my LLM models. Now what you can do is, guys, you can ask some questions based on that. So directly the users can ask some kind of a questions. That is what basically we are going to call it as something what we are going to call it as what is just an idea, guys. I'm not talking about this. So what is going to be the RAG application, guys? Are asked what is the chat GPT, what is going to be the RAG application, what we are going to call it as. Just an idea I'm going to tell you, guys. So RAG, which is going to be retrieval augmented generation application, is an AI system that enhances a large language model's capabilities by retrieving relevant information from an external data source and providing it as a context for the LLM to generate more accurate and which is going to be the relevant, which is going to be responses. We'll see them, guys. What are vector databases and all these things? We are going to discuss about those applications. We are going to discuss it in the later application, guys. Okay. So see there, what is going to be the common use cases? As I said that customer support, which is going to be chatbots, some kind of an customer support chatbot. So specifically see, which is going to be only, for example, let us say that, see, which is going to be something related to healthcare, summarizing the medical studies and retrieving relevant research for the specific patient cases it is going to be there. So for a hospital, I can create some kind of an RAG application. It is going to give all that complete information. So if you just like a chatbot, just like a which is going to be like a chat GPT, you can ask some questions. It is going to answer only relevant to which is going to be which is going to be the hospital related data only. It is going to say that. Yes, we can give the question. So tell me, so today how many patients has been, let us say visited. So complete report it is going to create and gives an out. Okay, so to understand really what we can do is it will take some time for you guys. So generally it is not like a just like a learning a programming language. So sir, we are going to learn some programming language. It's not like that, guys. It is going to be something which is going to be a different cases there. Yes, I will share the syllabus. So don't worry, I'll share the syllabus. What is the difference between a transformer and a GPT? Both are different two models. No, actually, the idea here is these LLM models, basically the LLM models has been developed with the help of something called as then transformers. So what is going to be the background? What is going to be the architecture behind the LLMs is nothing but the transformers. With the help of the transformers only, these particular models are going to be, these LLM models are going to work. But main important thing you have to understand here is, guys, we are not going to create any LLM models. We are not going to create any LLM models, guys. What we are going to do is, I'm going to take the help of the existing LLM models and we are going to create from that existing LLM models, we are creating our, which is going to be some kind of an application. As I said that, some kind of an chatbot applications. Anything it can be. Chatbot application means not only this, guys, it can, your chat GPT is a generalized, guys, but I want to create only specifically for some particular research purpose. For example, for medical students, I want to create an, which is going to be a special chatbot, which can answer the questions only based on the medical information only. Or maybe something relevant to. So our idea is nothing but creating some kind of an LLM models, basically which are required for a specific domain or a specific business purpose only we are going to create it, guys. So just for an example, let us go to just an example. Let us see. Let us go to. I'll discuss it, guys. Don't worry about all these things. I'll take all the all the discussions, but it takes a little bit time. It is going to take in, guys. Let us go to our Naukri. Let us say that it is going to be just type which is going to be Gen AI or a generative AI, guys. So just an example. So what is the role? What exactly the role they are talking about? So what kind of which is going to be the requirement what we can see? See the role, guys? The role is going to be something like an a generative AI. So what is generative AI, A and ML frameworks, what is artificial intelligence, natural language? We'll see like what is going to be the JD for this one. So what is going to be the roles and responsibilities, guys? Experience in AI and machine learning algorithms, okay, fine. Familiarity with some AI platforms, okay, fine. Experience in natural language, which is going to be NLP, observe carefully. Understanding of which is going to be RAG. Understanding of which is going to be RAG, neural networks, and other AI and ML concepts, guys. Ability to design and implement some kind of an AI models. Okay, experience in AI frameworks like TensorFlow, PyTorch. Understood the point, guys? Just an idea to get some idea about like what companies are expecting. Hiring, let us say that a generative, which is going to be AI. So let us open this one, guys. So what is going to be the roles and which is going to be the responsibility? Let us see the applications. So it is going to be, see, design, train, and fine tuning the large language models, LLMs, like GPT, Cloud A. So these are all going to be different types of LLM models, what we are going to be having them, guys. So as we can see that it is going to be something like, so optimize some kind of an AI systems for deployment. So that is going to be, but mainly if we can see LLMs. LLMs everywhere, it is going to be something like what we are going to use is, it is going to be. So we don't going to create any LLM models, guys. Design, train, and fine tuning of large language models like GPT. So we'll take some existing, which is going to be the GPT models, not only GPT, guys, any large language models, we are going to take it and we are going to fine tune them according to our business requirements, guys. So verify any kind of an, which is going to be this kind of an job, whatever the job roles are there. Everywhere you can see something called as an edge generative AI concept. Data scientist, and a generative AI. So what is going to be the key skills? What is going to be the roles? So what we can see with the data. So what exactly it is going to be there? Some which is going to be some kind of an which is going to be what exactly the requirements are there. Okay, so some kind of an application, guys. So as a generative AI solution architect, it's going to be architect level, it is going to be, but we can see because it is related to the architect level, so obviously it is going to be require some kind of a design patterns. So all these things that is going to be gets required, guys. So generative AI developer is going to be there. So if you see, this is going to be the jobs. So what is the basic idea, guys? What is going to be the role? What exactly that particular the role is going to be there? What is going to be the job activities or the job role? So you can just understand. So I have shown you. It is going to be there are talking about RAG. There are talking about something. So see, guys, a lot of which is going to be we are having a lot of which is going to be the job roles which are related to which is going to be these things, guys. Okay. So what exactly it is going to be, you will understand it, guys. So see there again, it is going to be the same thing. See, strong understanding of generative AI models and algorithms with specific experience in vector search using the RAG techniques are there. So proficient either in either of the generative AI models, OpenAI, ChatGPT, Llama, Cloud 3, Cloud 2, okay, machine learning, Python. So these are going to be RAG. It is going to be RAG systems, what we are going to call it as. So mainly these systems, whatever we are going to create as a generative AI, the developer or whatever the programmer you say that. So we are going to create such kind of an RAG systems we are going to create it, guys. So here we are going to learn how to create that kind of an chatbots, RAG systems. So these are going to be what basically we are going to learn as part of our training program, guys. As part of our training program, we are going to learn those things only we are going to learn it, guys. So all these things, guys, LangChain, see everywhere you can see there. Same concept, guys, which is going to be GPT, Llama. So GPT was created by OpenAI. Llamas are created by which is going to be Meta, isn't it? So different companies are having guys. LangChain, Llama Index is there, vector databases, FIS, okay, which is going to be RAG. Everywhere it is going to be the same thing, guys, RAG. See that just a 5+ years of experience in data science or AI roles with 2+ years of generative AI and LLMs. So nowadays the companies are maximum looking for 1 or 2 years of experience on this generative AI, guys. So I'll show you more and more applications later, guys. So perfectly we are going to learn completely practical oriented, guys. So apart from that, there is no requirement. That means there is no need of writing any kind of an coding, or no need of coding means we'll write some coding, guys, but need not to do for the applications. Yes, absolutely. Now, even I have seen a lot of people, guys, they're having an experience on Java. So 6 years, 7 years of experience on Java. So, okay, fine. Technical round, they are clearing that. But when they go to the client interviews, so clients are asking about something about the LLMs. Do you have the knowledge of LLMs? So it need not to be a complete expertise on that, but at least companies are looking for the people who are having at least some idea, who are having some idea about what is LLM. So how the LLM works, at least some basic knowledge of which is going to be LLM, because the clients are now, for example, let us say that your client is a banking application. So they want to give some kind of an which is going to be some kind of an LLM models to their clients, or maybe as part of their internal research they want to use this particular LLMs. Nothing is there, guys. So LLMs are nothing but just like a chatbot how the chat GPT is working, that kind of application what you want to do that. So for only thing is, if you go and chat, if you go to the chat GPT and ask, so tell me what is going to be the internal today, how many which is going to be, it cannot answer the question now, guys. So in my branch, how many which is going to be, I'm working for a bank. So this particular chat GPT cannot answer the questions related to my banking applications, isn't it? It may tell you some information. For example, I'm working for HDFC. So what is today, how many customers has been, how many loans has been rejected, or how many loans has been approved in this branch means it cannot answer that. So we want to give some kind of an application which works like just like a some kind of an chat GPT kind of an application. So which can answer the questions which are related to your business scenarios. And you can make it like anything else. You can make your GPT as a financial advisor. So make it as a financial advisor, guys. It is going to give some recommendations related to finance. Or let us say that it is going to be something like you make it as a which is going to be as an English teacher. So it is going to teach you some English. It is going to identify what are the mistakes that you are writing in your which is going to be sentences. You can act like, you can also act like which is going to be like an, you can make the chat GPT as which is going to be something like an, who is going to be something like an, some advisor for you. It may be anything else. So get that particular the LLM models. So act them, make them to use like this. So you are a financial advisor. So you have to do only some kind of an advisors only on the financial investments and etc. So how it has to work? So we have to tune in, guys. Got the point, guys? So it does not works in a generic way. Only for a particular purpose only we are going to do that. Just like you can see there are so many GPT models are there. See there, from the OpenAI community only, there are so many GPTs are there. So they can work only for a specific purpose only, guys. They cannot do which is going to be, see there, which is going to be something like, there are going to be some kind of an which is going to be different type of, there is something called as an song maker. It is capable to generate only which is going to be some kind of a music it can generate. It can work like a travel advisor. See, sorry. See there, as I said that right. So business, finance plus budgeting, no financial advisors, it is going to do that. Okay, so it is going to be DALE. So DALE is nothing but mainly it is used to generate some kind of an images, logos, etc. It is going to generate. Programming is going to there, guys. See there, for example, if you see this, this is only answer your questions only related to this particular purpose only. For example, take some SQL expertise there. It can answer the questions only based on the, which is going to be on SQL only, it can answer your questions. Okay, so based on if you ask it to write an SQL query, it can write it. For example, let us say that write a Python code. I'm asking it. So write a Python code. Write a code. Let us say to create a chatbot. For example, to create a chatbot using which is going to be, I said which is going to be Python. So using Python, I'm asking to write the code, guys. Let us verify what it will do. Okay, so it is going to be able to say, guys. Actually, if you can see, it is able to write it. But what we are going to do is we are going to fine tune it, saying that which is going to be. So this is saying that it may not be that much efficient, guys. It may not be going to be that much efficient based on that. Okay. So it is saying that, but it is saying that we are a, which is going to be, what is exactly it is? It is an SQL expert. It is mainly tuned to write some kind of an efficient SQL queries it has been got written. Isn't it? It has been efficient. It was fine tuned to write, which is going to be some kind of an SQL queries and all these things it can write in, guys. That is the main objective of that particular applications. So like this, guys. So what we are going to do is we'll restrict its particular implementation. So what exactly you want to work, you want to make it to work only for that particular purpose only. You fine tune it and we have to use it, guys. So mainly we are going to learn how to create this kind of a rack systems. That is the main important, guys. So RAG itself is going to take almost all 15-20 days. It is going to take, guys, to make you understand how to create that particular RAGs and all these things. We are going to understand, guys. Okay. So that is our basic idea about how and what exactly we are going to learn in our training program. Okay. So our main target is to nothing but create such kind of an which is going to be the RAG systems. So which is going to works like, which is going to answer your questions. So based on some kind of a particular purpose or a particular domain only, they can be able to answer them, not kind of an any kind of an application. So we have a different models are there. So this is going to be nothing but, you know, that it's going to be OpenAI. Similarly, we are having something called as an llama.com. So where we are having some different types of which is going to be the models what we are going to be having there, guys. So here also we can see everywhere we are having something called as an models, guys. See different models what we are going to be having there. Llama 4, Llama 3, which is going to be, these are going to be some different types of models what we can see. Llama 3 models, Llama 4 models are there. So these are the Llama 3 models, guys. Llama 3.1, Llama 3.2, Llama 3.3. So we have a different types of which is going to be what we can do that. Same thing, same applications, what we can do with the examples, guys. See there. Okay, so later we are going to see more into those particular applications, but we have a different models we are going to use and we are going to work with them. So as you know that, so many different models are there. So which we'll discuss in the later applications, what we can see from Google we have, from which is going to be from Meta, or from which is going to be from the OpenAI. So different models are there. Using that particular different models, all are almost all open source models, guys. So get the models, fine tune them, and you just what you do is you design that particular application so that It can just create or it can answer your questions only based on your the only specifically based on a particular domain or a particular subject only. We can create such kind of an applications, guys. So now companies are looking for the people who can create this kind of an LLM models. So no need of much worry about the maths and all these things we don't require, because we have seen that we are using the existing, these are called as something called as an pre-trained models, guys. They're already existing pre-trained models only. So we don't train them, we don't create them from the scratch. Directly we'll download some models. For example, the GPT model, I'll get it and I'll tune it according to my requirement, guys. So not that much logical skills are required, but a little bit of Python we are going to use it. So learning Python is very easy. So I'm going to take care about the Python. Just a 15-20 days, guys, maybe hardly 15 days, 15-20, maybe a 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I will teach you some core Python topics, guys. If you just understand that particular core Python topics, that is sufficient with that. Because all of them are going to be implemented only with the existing models. We are not training any models. We are not going to create our own models, guys. Already the models are already there. We are going to get them, download them, get them into your local system and fine tune them according to your requirement. And then we have to use it, guys. That's it, guys. Okay. So slowly we'll understand them, because it is a little bit confusion to understand like what type of applications we are going to do. So simple to make you understand, guys. We are going to develop some kind of which is going to be the LLM models. Okay. Better to say that not developing, we are going to create some kind of an LLM models, which are just like how the chat GPT is working, but it can answer only for a specific domain. Depending on our requirement only, it is going to do, guys. So many of the companies nowadays, they're implementing these LLM models internally. So just an example, guys, like as I said that how to apply the leave policy in my company. So there is going to be some LLM model will be there. Just directly go to that LLM model and just ask it. It was designed internally only depending on your internal company's leave policies only, because every company will have their own leave policies. So directly it will guide you how to apply the leave policies, how to apply the leave in your company, or anything, any question related to that. Previously, what the companies used to do, guys, whenever this freshers or whenever anyone generally joins in the company, so there will be some induction program will be there. According to that, there will be some induction program will be there. So for every candidate, they have to conduct some induction programs. But nowadays, what the companies are doing, guys, so they have been completely, they're not conducting any induction programs. So directly they created some LLM models will be there. So directly the new joiners, they can open, they'll say that this is your LLM model, ask the LLM models. So they will guide you how to perform that. No induction programs are required. Because step by step, it will guide you. Any kind of questions you ask them, it will answer them according to your requirements. Okay. So that is the one which we want to develop. That's the reason companies are hiring this kind of an generative AI developers. You have seen there goes. So go to the naukri.com and just verify. So like how much experience they're asking, 1 to 2 years of experience, guys. This is the best time, guys. So just at least, obviously, everyone may not have at least just an idea. So anyhow, so even if you don't have an experience on that also, at least if you can do some small kind of a project, so you can put it as an experience. So there are checking. So the only the companies are looking for the people who are having some knowledge, maybe some little bit practical knowledge or practical implementation of how to work on this. So real everyone does not knows about that. I have seen a lot of programs, guys. So they will teach you all the time saying some theoretical concept. They'll teach you completely theory, guys. Theoretically, this is LLM, this is architecture. There is no use of that, guys. Even without knowing what is machine learning, what is data science also, directly we can learn generative AI. It has become very easy, guys. But a little bit knowledge is required. What is data science? What is machine learning? What is AI? What is NLP? So those I will discuss in the practically whenever we go for the actual course curriculum. I'll discuss. It's not practically, it is not required. At least you have to understand how they will work and all these things. You should have some knowledge about that, guys. Okay. So that's it, guys. I don't want to make much about in the today's class also, because we are in the demo sessions itself. So if I discuss a little bit more, you will get confused with that. So hope all of you have an idea, guys. All of you got some idea about like, so simple. As I said, that two things I discussed in, guys. One is yesterday, what is basically generative AI. They can generate some kind of a new content. how this content will be generated with the help of some kind of an which is going to be LLM models are there. We are going to use these LLM models to generate this particular new content, guys. Okay. So that is going to be about this particular my second introduction class, guys. Don't worry, as I already said that 3-4 classes I require, guys. We'll take 3-4 classes. We are going to take it. So after that particular 3-4 classes, we'll get a little bit more idea and what is your course curriculum. Even everyone is asking about course curriculum. I'll give you guys. Just wait for 1 or 2 days of time. First, I'll explain from my side and then I'll give you the course curriculum so that we can get some understanding. If I simply give that, you can't understand it, guys. Okay. So just wait for a couple of days, guys. I'm going to give you, which is going to be the complete details about the course and all these things. I'm going to give you guys. Yes. Yep. Now the questions yesterday also I told you, yesterday also I just many questions has came. A few questions I have answered them. So today what I'm going to do, guys, I'll take the another 10 minutes, 15 minutes of time for your complete, which is going to be for your questions only. So one by one, I'll try to answer the questions, guys. Just give me a second once. Okay. Um, yes. So Rahul, yeah. So model which you are showing is a free of cost. We can download and start work on it. Yes. Even yesterday also I have given some idea. So not all of them are going to be free of cost, guys. Mostly there are going to be open sources only. But for example, if you want to work with some of the, which is going to be some of this particular OpenAI community, so we have to pay some money for that. Okay. So money means you need not to pay too much. That means you need not to pay, which is going to be, just let me open the openai.com. I'll just tell you, I'll just log in. Just I'll show you a pay platform will be there. You have to just log in. So whenever you want to give some kind of a request, whenever we want to give some kind of a request, obviously there is going to be some kind of some, obviously depending on the tokens, whatever we are sending, guys. So they will charge. So see, I have paid $5 for this. I paid $5 for this. There is going to be some kind of an usage is taking place. So nowadays, recent days, I didn't use it. So maybe at 10 days before or something, I have used it, guys. So there is going to be some usage was there. So it is going to be some usage was there. So it is going to be September 8th, guys, almost till 10 days before, as I already said that. So 22 input tokens are there, and this is going to be chart completions. How many images we have been done? Have you done any web searches? Is there any embeddings are done? So something like, is there any audio speeches are done? It is going to show you a complete, which is going to be the usage. It is going to tells you, guys. Okay. So this is going to be how we are going to be gets working with that. But you have to pay. That means up to some extent. You need not to pay too much money for that. Just if you pay for somewhere around $5, depending on the number of tokens, number of requests we are giving. So they will charge us $0.01. So you can imagine how many tokens we can give and all these things we can do that. But some of them are open sources, guys. We can use it at a free of cost. So up to some limitations only we can use with them. So up to say there will be some limitation will be there. Beyond that, if you want to use, then we have to pay for that. Okay. Yes. Yes. One by one, trying to answer the questions, guys. Hi. If the complete session will be theoretical, will be teach coding. So as I said that, right, my class is going to be completely on practical. So I'm talking about many of the training programs that are teaching all that. What is that? That's neural networks, all these things. There are no use of that. So I'm going to teach you how to work with, which is completely practical, guys. Completely, we are going to work with practical oriented. Theory will be there, but mostly our concentration is going to be on the practical, guys. Yes, absolutely. It is going to be also, will you teach prompts? Yes, obviously you have to know about some kind of an prompt engineering. So at least we have to fine tune the prompts. We should know some basic ideas about the prompts also, which are obviously they will be included in our training program, guys. Okay, fine. Right. Okay. So next, which is going to be, yeah. It's all post as 6 years of experience, sir. It is going to be is for freshers too. No, actually, so there will be some jobs are there. We see them, but what is the idea here is they're asking about 1 year of experience, 1 or 2 years of experience on which is going to be generative AI with some around total 4 or 5 years of experience on which is data science. But absolutely we can find the jobs, guys. Technology is going to be the latest technology. So at every level, at entry level or at a, which is going to be even at entry level, or it may be 2 years, 1 years of 2 years of experience, 5, 6 years of experience. At every level, you can find the jobs on this generative AI, guys. Okay, fine. Okay. So yes, any fine-tuned models can be integrated in any. Yes, absolutely, we can do, guys. Yes, absolutely. So we are using S. Now you have to integrate with that. So we are going to integrate with your, which is going to be some kind of, and that is the reason why the many of these Java developers, or which is going to be the .NET developers, requires nowadays LLM models. Yes, Ashwini Kumar. Yes, any fine-tuned models can be integrated in any Java enterprise application as a model is used in Python. Yes, you can integrate it. So the application is going to be, but finally, once the application is done, you can integrate with anywhere, you can integrate with that. Okay, we can integrate with them, guys. Obviously, it has to work. We cannot say that I developed with the help of a Python code is only for getting that particular models, and we are working with that. But final model, we can integrate with any kind of a Java enterprise applications, anywhere we can use it. Okay, fine. Yes, is agentic AI and generative AI is different? Yes, Ashish, agentic AI and generative AI is going to be different. It's slightly difference will be there. So agentic AI is going to be nothing but there is going to be some AI agents will be there, which will perform all the workflows and all these things. They will identify and they will do the task by themselves only. Okay. Yes, we'll cover the agentic AI also in this course. Ashish. Yes. Okay. Fine. Yes, I think Saurabh, what is the difference between a transformer and GPT? Both are different. Yes, there are going to be different. The different means which is going to be GPT models are created based on the transformers only. Okay, the transformers is the which is going to be the what is going to be the main concept behind the this particular GPT models. So the GPT models will work based on some concept of the transformers concept only. It is going to be working with that. Okay, fine. How will be the class? Can we expect more practical? Yes, absolutely. Timing will be same from 9:30 to 10:30 for all the 3 months. It will be 3 months, we'll say, guys, but nowadays we added a little bit more and more. So obviously it is going to be approximately 4 months it will take us. Maybe you can say 4+ months. It won't take too much time because generative AI classes, we are not going to go into the data science concept. So it will be somewhere around 3 to 4 months it will take, and your class timing is fixed, guys. It is 9:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. the IST timing, Indian Standard Timing, guys. Okay, fine. I think which is going to be weekly. How many classes? It is 5 days a week, guys. So because Saturdays 9:30 means it is going to be generally more people generally won't join. So it's a weekend that to 9:30 means generally we don't have we'll have a less strength will be there. So it will be 5 days a week, guys, Monday to Friday. Okay. Yes, Python and the OOPS concept is, yes, absolutely. We have to learn it. I'll teach you all the Python OOPS concepts, all these things I'll be teaching. But how much level of Python is required? Up to that much level only. It is going to be core Python, as I said, that 2 to 3 weeks of time. Only up to that particular application only we are going to learn. And how many projects we are going to do, guys? So actually, this generative AI itself is an like an which is going to be different use cases. Every use case you can treat it like a project, guys. We are going to create some chatbots. That is one project. You are going to create a RAG application, one kind of a chatbot. So one kind of a project. So every use case is going to be something like an which is going to be a project. So I'll show you when you go for the course curriculum. I'll explain those particular concepts, then we can understand it, guys. How many projects, how many case studies we are going to do that. Each case study is going to be like a project for you. Okay, fine. And at the end of this course, what roles we are targeting as per current market trend? As I said, that generative AI developer. Generative AI developer is going to be our main, which is going to be the concentration. Also, do you want to learn as a providing free videos with this course? Yes, there are some free videos. I will tell you about the course curriculum later. The next class, I'll tell you about that. But as of now, I am going to take care about the Python, what are the core Python is required. Along with that, there is going to be some pre-recorded videos are also given to you guys as a complimentary. I'll tell you about all those details in the next class. About the course curriculum, I'll discuss in the next class. I'm going to discuss about this, guys. Okay, fine, guys. I think, yeah. AWS is included, guys. We are going to deploy them into the AWS. Yes, not all of them. Every, if you know, one cloud, guys, automatically same thing it is going to be there. We are going to use the AWS. Okay, fine, guys. So that's it, guys. I think most of your questions has been I answered all of your questions. I am a Q&A with 6 years of experience. Will the course help me to have a better career? Or they will say as a no. As I said that no. So the companies are looking for the people who are having some IT experience. Plus, along with that, 1 or 2 years of experience. That means really you don't require an experience. At least you can show. You have to show your expertise up to like how a 1 year of experience a person is going to work. So whatever may be your current profile does not matter, guys. Add up your LLMs, this particular generative AI course, to your current role, and you can apply for the generative AI jobs. We can apply them, guys. Okay, fine. Rahul, yeah. Yeah, I will provide you the notes, Rahul. I'll provide the notes. Absolutely. Okay. So we'll see them, guys. We'll see all that particular code. Just an example. I'll show you. Like, for example, if you see, this is going to be how our environments are going to be like this, guys. So just an example to show you, I'm just creating some kind of an, which is going to be some kind of an how the chatbots are going to be gets created. So this is going to be how we are creating some kind of a chatbots. So see there, it is going to be how it is going to work. Once if you give, so it is going to be translating. So translate the user input into Telugu language. So if you can read Telugu, guys, it is going to be Telugu. Not only Telugu, guys, you can convert into whatever the languages we are going to use. See, I'm using a Llama 3.1 model I'm going to be using. So I'm not doing anything, guys, just using a Python code. I got the which is going to be the Llama models, and I'm going to use, guys. So user inputs and everything. Get the input, get the output, what we are going to do, guys. It's converting into Hindi language. Aapka naam kya hai? So it is going to be how they will work and how exactly it is going to be there. We can see the application. You ask the questions. So I'm asking is what is my name? It is asking, it is answering your question. Your name is Vamshi. What is my name? So my name is John. So if I ask it, what is your name? So it is saying that your name is John. What is my, which is going to be profession? So it is going to answer your questions. Something like this, we are going to work with them. Just a small lines of code, guys. We don't require, which is going to be a large lines of code or programming, all these things we don't require to write. Okay, fine, guys. That's it. That's it, guys. That is going to be what we want to do that for this session. If you are going to purchase any license version GPT tool or we have to use, we'll use a free versions only, guys. We don't require it. It is for training purpose, right? For training purpose, it is not required. Okay, for training purpose, it is going to be some limitations only we have to work within the limit only we are going to work. So it is going to be different cases when you go to real application, that is a different scenarios. But here we are going to work with the free models only we are going to work with that. Yes, absolutely. See, the thing is you are learning something about like generative AI. So it is going to do that. So what you do is, for example, I'm saying that absolutely I'll help you. But if you want to generate a resume, so instead of taking somebody help, nowadays you have AI tools are there, guys. So better than me that they are going to help you better, right? So after learning generative AI, so what is generative AI you're learning? You are making the system to generate it. So you develop a system which is going to generate a resume for you. Okay, so nowadays AI tools are there better than me. They will be providing a better insights and better, which is going to be the resume preparations help. It is going to do that. Okay, so I'll help you surely, but still it is going to be better than me. It is going to be AI systems are there, no guys. Better you can use it there. Okay. How this course helpful to DevOps professionals, Mohan? Are you going to learn Python as well? As I already said that we are going to learn Python. See, whether you are a DevOps or whether you are related to QA or whether you are related to some other domains does not matter. It is going to be maybe, see, for example, you are into the domains DevOps related, which is going to be you're working with that. So you can create some kind of an LLM models by following some kind of an your companies, which is going to be like how the particular development which is going to be taking place. You create an LLM models in your company related to your DevOps implementations, what we want to do that. So you can ask those particulars. So anyone in your team or anyone in your company, they can ask that particular LLM model saying that, okay, so see, for example, you are a DevOps expert. So in your team, everyone is contacting you for some information. So this is what you want to do that. What you do now, you create an LLM model, give it to them. So ask that LLM model there, that LLM model is going to answer your questions. So any domain that is independent of any domain now, you can work with this particular LLM models. Okay. So it is independent of your current domain, guys. It does not matter. So you are trying to just create some kind of an LLM models depending on your requirements. Whether you work with DevOps or whether you work with Q&A, whether you work as a maybe a maths teacher, or whether you are working as some other some other expert. So you create some LLM model which is going to help you or help the other people as part of your as part of your domain, what we are going to require with that. Okay. Okay then. I'll share the syllabus, guys, but right now I'm not giving. In the next class, I'm going to share the syllabus. Okay. I will explain them and then I'm going to do that. That's why I'm saying that, Ashish. If I give you the course curriculum, you can't understand anything. So first I'll explain that. First I'll tell you what we are going to learn, how we are going to learn. And after that, absolutely I have I have a which is going to be one Excel sheet was there. So I'll share that particular Excel sheet, guys. Okay. But give me one more day of time. I'll explain them and I'll give you the sheet. Okay, fine, guys. So that's it for the today's class, guys. I think most of your questions has been answered. So just for today, we can stop it here and we'll continue on the Monday's class, guys. So tomorrow you don't have a class, guys. Next class will be on Monday. Maybe another 2 more demos I'll take, guys, Monday and Tuesday maximum. If it is required, one more class, guys, maybe by Wednesday. And after that, we'll start with our regular classes. We are going to start with that. So before that means these sessions you can attend at a free of cost. Once the demo sessions are completed, if you want to start with the training program, if you want to start with your actual course curriculum, then we have to register for the course and then you have to continue with the classes there, guys. Okay. So we'll see you on Monday. Tomorrow and after tomorrow you don't have a classes, guys. So I'll see you on Monday. So on Monday I'll discuss about something about a course curriculum. If you have any further doubts, I'll clarify all of them and I will complete all your discussions on the Monday, guys. And by that, it is going to be after that we can start with our regular classes, guys. Okay, so tomorrow you don't have a class, guys. So tomorrow you don't have any class for tomorrow. Okay, just give me a second once. Just give me a second once, guys. Okay. So that's it for the today's class, guys. So I'll see you on the Monday's class at the same time and with the same link. We can connect on the Monday session, same time and the same link. And after that, a couple of days, maybe by Wednesday, by Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll complete off, and then I'll start with our regular classes, guys. Okay. So thanks all of you for today, guys. There will not be any change, Praveen. That same, it is going to be fixed rate, which is 9:32, which is going to be 10:30. If you are looking for any alternate classes, please let me know. If you're looking for any alternative timings, because regularly we have the sessions morning, evening, we have a regular sessions will be there. I can just guide you. Recently also some batches are started. So just only basics are started only. We are still in Python. So if this timing is not comfortable, then you can join some other alternate batches also will be there. Okay, fine, guys. That's it, guys. I'm going to share my number here, guys. Yesterday already shared my number. So if anyone having any further doubts or if you want to discuss anything more details, so you can reach me on my WhatsApp number, guys. So I've shared my number. It's on the chat window 80080. It's 77. Sorry, it's a mistake, guys. 80080 77117. So this is my contact number, guys. Ignore the first number. Let me delete it. Yeah. So it is 800807717, guys. And also if you want, you can write an email. So I'm also sharing my email ID also, guys. So text me on my WhatsApp number. In the case if you want to, if your WhatsApp number, you can just text me, guys. I will respond. Tomorrow and after tomorrow I will be free. If you have any further doubts or any discussions, or further if you want to make some discussion, so feel free to reach me on my contact number, guys. Okay. So text me, guys. First you text me. After that, if you require, we can just discuss over the call also, guys. Okay. So thanks for today. Just for today, we can stop it here, guys. And we'll continue on the Monday session. Same time, same link, guys. Right? Fine, all of you guys. Shall we end up the session for today?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thanks, all of you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.